Hey YouTube, we are back again this week for another video portion of the Daly Dose Sports Podcast. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Hope you are all staying healthy. This week on The Dose, we are looking at what we have learned from the opening rounds of March Madness. It has been a wild tournament already, so let's jump into that right now. So after a year off, the NCAA men's tournament is back. I'm telling you right now, it has already been wild. Hey, just real quick, how are those brackets looking? Busted? Mostly busted? Completely burned to a crisp? One team maybe just holding on for dear life for you? Yeah, I know. I feel your pain. You know, I say it every year, but March Madness is the one sporting event that always lives up to the hype. It's always good. I know the Super Bowl isn't always good. The World Series isn't always good. We know the NBA Finals certainly aren't always good. But March Madness is always good. Big shots and big upsets and wild finishes and huge, big performances. The tournament started off this year with a wild overtime game, and that's been pretty much how it has been ever since. So here is the question. What have we learned so far from the NCAA tournament? Well, we've actually learned quite a bit, and we're just 2 rounds in. We've still got a few more rounds to go. But the first thing that I would say that we have learned is that the Pac-12 is showing really well so far. Get this, the Pac-12 is now 9-1 in this tournament, with the one loss coming from, from where else? The University of Colorado. But USC, Oregon, UCLA, and Oregon State have all managed to advance to the Sweet 16. The Pac-12 has 4 of the teams that are left in the remaining 16 teams in the country. Here, we thought the Pac-12 was just hiding under their beds the whole time during football season. Turns out, I guess they were in the gym shooting the whole time. Hey, congrats to the Pac-12 for finally doing something right. Well done. On the other side of that coin, though, we have learned that the conference that looked to be the strongest in the country going into the tournament is not doing so well. And that was the Big Ten. I mean, the Big Ten got 9 teams into the field, and right now, there's just one team left, and that is number 1 seed, the University of Michigan. The Big Ten has gone 7-8 in tournament play, and 8 of their teams have been eliminated. Number 1 seed Illinois, gone. Number 2 seed Ohio State, gone in the first round, no less. Wisconsin, out. Purdue, out. Rutgers, gone. Iowa, done. Maryland, out. Michigan State, done. It was definitely harder to gauge the strength of conferences this year because we didn't get a whole lot of conference play. They just played each other. Couple of out-of-conference games, but just not that many. And so as a result, it was kind of hard to tell who was who as far as conferences. Now, here's the question I guess I have. Was this the Big Ten beating up on each other and wearing each other out for this tournament? Who knows? Hard to say. But they're all now home watching it on TV, like us, except for Michigan. The Big Ten has not fared so well. We have learned that Loyola Chicago head coach Porter Moser, hey, this guy is elite. And I'm telling you right now, Moser can name his salary at Indiana or any other open job if he wants it. Now, personally, I hope he doesn't go anywhere. But he can. I really like that he's at Loyola Chicago. I really like that he's built that program up to a problem every single year for everyone else. Dude has proven that he can teach high-pressure defense that finishes each possession with a rebound. Sometimes that gets lost in defense. Yeah, we're a really good defensive team. We just don't rebound. Well, then you're not good defensively. His team does rebound. And they run that ball control offense that forces you to work so hard defensively and wears you out. And we saw this on Sunday with the way Loyola Chicago just dominated number 1 seed Illinois all day. That game wasn't as close as the score even showed. Loyola dominated them all day. Remember though, Moser did this back in 2018 when he took Loyola to the Final Four, and he's doing it again. That was as an 11 seed. This is as an 8 seed. He doesn't care. He just coaches his guys up. His Ramblers put a clinic on Sunday. They dominated all day. That is a very, very good Illinois team that Loyola beat. Porter Moser, he can do whatever he wants now. Another thing that we learned, it's not a very fun lesson, but we learned that it doesn't matter. It could be college, it could be pro, it could be high school, it could be little league. It really doesn't matter. A lot of sports fans, they're just jerks. Ohio State had to reach out to the police after Buckeyes forward E.J. Liddell received threatening messages following the team's first-round loss last Friday. Liddell and the number 2 seeded Buckeyes fell 75-72 in overtime. They lost to number 15 Oral Roberts in the first major upset in the tournament. Following the loss, Liddell shared screenshots of messages that he had received from 2 disgruntled fans, including one who threatened to find and physically attack him. In responding to the pair of fans, Liddell asked this, "What did I do to deserve this? I'm human." Another fan wrote to Liddell and said, "You are such a blanking disgrace. Don't ever show your face at Ohio State. We hate you. I hope you die. I really do." Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't just an Ohio State thing. This is a sports fans can be idiots thing. Hey, I'm not a cancel guy. I don't believe in cancel culture. If you do something stupid, there should probably be a road to redemption for you. But please find the people doing these kind of things and at least ban them from all sporting events for, say, 10 to 15 years. After that, they've paid their price. Then we'll think about letting them back in. But these are clearly people that aren't thinking clearly or rationally. Brief side note, Oral Roberts, another team that has advanced, playing well, Oral Roberts has taken down Ohio State and Florida faster than Urban Meyer ever dreamed of taking either one of them down. We did also learn in March Madness so far that the stupid COVID virus has reared its ugly head in this tournament. Unfortunately, I didn't want to see this, but number 10 seed Virginia Commonwealth had 3 players test positive for COVID in a 48-hour period, so they were forced to forfeit their first game to Oregon. Oregon actually moved on to the next round without playing. Now, Virginia Commonwealth says they believe that they came in contact with the virus during their Atlantic 10 conference tournament. Have to feel bad for those kids who missed their chance to play. I am hoping that this is the only issue with COVID that we see in this tournament. Hopefully everyone else is testing negative and we can get through this tournament. You hate to see these kids' season in that way. Finally, we learned that even in a weird year, even in this odd COVID year with all the weird stipulations that we've had on this tournament has still been crazy, crazy fun. And I don't know, honestly, if the basketball has been great. There are way too many kids thinking they are Steph Curry and taking horrible shots. There is way too much dribbling. But we've had tight games. We've had close finishes. We've had a ton of upsets. Do you realize this is the first time in the history of this tournament that 15 different seeds have won a game? Seeds 1 through 15 all won a game. The only seed to not win a game in this tournament was the number 16 seed. But that is the first time we have seen 15 different seeds win a game. Hey, if you're not watching March Madness this year, you're missing out because it has been exciting. It has been fun, no matter who you're cheering for. And now we've got some great matchups heading into the Sweet 16. We've got Baylor versus Villanova. That should be really, really good. We've got Michigan versus Florida State. We've got 2 very hot teams in UCLA versus Alabama. Hey, the Sweet 16 is going to get rolling on Saturday and then go into Sunday. And then the Elite 8 will pick up on Monday and Tuesday. We should have 4 more straight days of really, really fun college hoops. Hope that you are keeping up on the tournament. One more quick update I need to give real quick here on the podcast. Our Daly Dose March Madness bracket standings after the first 2 rounds. Remember, the winner is going to get a Daly Dose t-shirt. Hopefully you do better than that. I think ESPN is giving out a trip to Hawaii or something. I don't know. You got to do really well, but hopefully you go win that. But right now, in first place, we have Travis G. Sean Atch and Niner 13 are tied for second. The right one is in fourth. And then there are four of us tied for fifth place, including yours truly. Beef Liver is also there. Larry H., I'm assuming that's, Larry from Centennial. He's in fifth place. Big Rob is in fifth place. And Mrs. Daly Dose is ringing in at fifth place and putting some serious pressure on me. I'm just trying to get bragging rights in my house, let alone the whole bracket. So it's going to be very, very tough. But remember, the bracket is not over, kids. We will see who ends up on top. Stay tuned. I will be announcing who wins the Daly Dose Bracket Challenge, and I will get the winner a Daly Dose t-shirt. Okay, YouTube, be sure that you go over and you check out the rest of the podcast. This week on The Dose, we actually have a ton of things coming out. We have a wild story coming out this week in Major League Baseball. We might need to get used to one player in the NFL not playing this year. Plus, we're looking at some winners and losers in NFL free agency so far. And our Daly Dose top 5 is going to be very March Madness flavored. We have already seen a couple of mid-majors pull some upsets in March Madness. Today, we're going to be talking about a few other very memorable mid-majors in March Madness. So make sure you go over and check out the rest of the podcast. I will leave a link here on YouTube for you. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're all staying healthy. Enjoy the next 2 rounds of March Madness, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody.